Isn't that time again? Time for the rogue. That's a lovely little image. Straight away, I think we've already got our thumbnail there. Look at that. That's a nice little picture, that. We'll take a picture once that troll gets out of the way. Oh, and still a troll, I suppose. Right. Boom. Screenshot. Done. Right, let's crack on. I've already queued for a TBC dungeon. Oh, we might actually get it. Normally when it doesn't show you a queue time, that's normally a bad sign. But we might be on to something today. Yesterday started off so perfectly, and it's gone down the opposite direction now. Went to the gym on the morning. Obviously, gyms are always good. And then Man City lost to Man United. So I was absolutely buzzing. The video that I put out on the Friday wasn't doing amazing, but it was my second best out of my previous 10 in terms of its trajectory. And then things took a bit of a turn. Arsenal drew instead of winning, so it means we got 1 point ahead of City extra, but we should have capitalised and been 9 points clear of them. And then that video that I put out then took a bit of a fall, so now it's nowhere near what it was looking like it was going to get view-wise. And then Newcastle today are out of last man standing. Well, I'm out of last man standing because Newcastle drew. It was looking so good as well because it was for 800 quid and 14 of the people at work had picked Liverpool and they got knocked out. So again, that was one of the things why yesterday was looking so good. But then today Newcastle messed it up. That was my napping alarm. So yeah, looking at the week was going like that, and then it just sort of started to fall a bit. But there's still the rest of today and tomorrow, so we shall see what that brings. Doesn't look like that follower Warband dungeon video is going to get a lot of views though, sadly. Frustrating. I'll put it in the comments of this one. See what people think, if anyone watches. I've been on TBC the last 2 days. I got my rogue to 60. And then did a couple of battlegrounds. Not a lot, because I spent most of the day getting it to 60. I'll maybe do some this afternoon. But the 60's on the PvP realm, the rogue. So that one I won't ever film on this channel. But I've also got a warlock now on the PvE realm that's 58. So I might film that. I wasn't sure between that and the warrior. I might do both, but I don't know. With the warrior, I just don't feel like I've got a lot of stuff to do. Like, in terms of what to press. There's a lot of waiting about. I quite like the warlock. There's always things to be doing. You know, I don't know whether that'll be better at max level for me to do PvP, whether it'll be easier in terms of I'll just get killed all the time as warrior. Whereas warlock, at least, the survivability is quite good if I go SL, and because I'm stood back. One thing that I wish they had in TBC is, I don't know whether it's, I think it might be the Wrath Onwards battlegrounds where Warsong Gulch has a timer and Arathi Basin isn't 2,000 resources but it's 1,600. Because that's just so much better. Warsong Gulch not having a timer is insane. Because it can obviously go on for indefinite amount of time. And the Arathi Basin being 2,000, they're quite long, some of those battlegrounds. It's alright if you win it, but I think I've done 2 and lost 2. Maybe 3. Not sure. I noticed, I was thinking about it today. I actually had more fun when I was on my rogue leveling it than I did when I was in the battlegrounds. I don't really know what that says, because once I get to 60, you've got 2 options. Dungeons or battlegrounds. It's not like I wasn't having any fun. It's just I prefer questing and chilling. Right, come on, let's get some more of these bottles. We've still got 2 hours of that. That was 3 not long ago, so it must be fresh into 2 hours. It's a pre-patch for this on Tuesday, so it'll be Wednesday for EU. It'll be interesting to see what difference that's going to make. I think we should get the new talents. 1 odds a Draenor. Is that not what we're doing now? Yeah, and this one begins Battle for Azeroth. Not sure how I feel about Battle for Azeroth ones. I don't mind a lot of them. That's when I used to do quite a lot of dungeons on my Paladin. I used to do mythic dungeons on that and solo rated shuffle. Still enjoy doing that. Loads of people are on TBC at the moment. Absolutely loads. I was on the same server as my mate and he was like, oh, can you see me outside the bank? I was like, no. And I thought, oh, you'll be on a different layer. So I checked which layer I was on and it said like layer 3 of 10. 10 layers. That's insane. Oh, bottle there. Imagine if there wasn't layers. I almost feel like it's too busy now though. Like, not as intimate as it once was years ago when everyone knew who was who on the realms, whereas now it's like you have no idea who all the different people are. Like you'd scroll past and you'd see someone who was always selling stuff outside. I don't know, like the auction house or in Ironforge, just saying stupid things. Or you'd see like the guy who was always queuing for arena, or things like that. I used to be on Bloodoof. Changed a couple of times just because my mate who I would normally play with, he was part of top raiding guilds, so if they changed server, he'd always move. What the? No, it's this again. Yesterday I was working on the Why the Alliance is Better Than Horde video. Don't worry, I'm doing both, Horde and Alliance. I'm about just under 2 minutes in of about 9 minutes. I just finished the part about Stormwind. Now I was on to Ironforge. So I've moved my CBC Warrior to Ironforge so I can get some of the footage. I mean, I could just use it from retail, but I think it's better to get it from vanilla, because even though the topic is just about WoW in general, it's not retail or thingy. I think if I use the footage from Anniversary, both sets of people will watch, where I think, say, if I got the footage from retail, I think the Anniversary people might turn off if they see it's retail footage. Whereas I don't think retail people would turn off if they saw it was Anniversary footage, if you get my meaning on that. Because retail people don't really have anything against Anniversary, whereas Anniversary people have stuff against retail. Well, not everyone, obviously, because you get people like me who play both. What the? This is an odd one, isn't it? I don't like this at all. It's good that I like that button though, which gives us different random ones. This is a lovely zone, this one. I'm going to have to hope that Aston Villa don't get a result, because they'll only be 4 points behind us if they win.
Talk to me. Keep it real. Hurry back.
Hurry back. Oh, we lost someone. Still need a healer as well. No way that's selling. I'll just, there's no point, is there, putting stuff on the auction house. I'll just vendor them. Nice. Is that one better? It's not, but we get a new appearance. That's always good in my books. It's good that you get it when you sell them. Because the amount of times people would forget.
What you looking for? Spirits.
Our first ding of the day. 52. Right, so what's that then? Roll the bones, supercharges 1 combo point. Damaging finishing moves consume a supercharged point to function as if they spent 2 additional combo points. Well, that was a mouthful. I think I get the premise. This is probably one of my favourite zones, this. It is a nice one. Right, look. Hold on. Oh, whoa, 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 Nelly. Let's get a good view. That tree stands out, doesn't it? And the graphics of the tree, how ridiculous it is compared to the rest in the background. I think that's Naxxramas in the back there. Just thought then, I was about to say, you've got all these videos at the moment on about like how to get the most out of the pre-patch in terms of speed and min-max and everything. And there's never anything about just having fun and enjoying it. And that just immediately made me think, well, why don't you do one on it then? So I'll have a think about that. That's a very personal thing though. How to have fun, not just in the game but in real life in a way. Because how one person has fun doesn't mean another person will in that way. Then again, I suppose in WoW you sort of, there's only so many different ways you can do it, so at least it makes the options easier for us. I'm at that bracket again where my gear's not very good. I can tell by how long it took to kill them. Granted, I wasn't exactly properly focusing, but still. Might have to queue for a thingy one. Oh well. Is what it is, isn't it? We'll do a WOD 1. WOD 1. Nearly finished Sex Education now. As in the TV series, not that I've put myself through some sort of night class. It's 1, 2, 3 were good. Season 4 is far too woke. It seems that every single character seems to be like an LGBTQ type one. I'm not bothered by those characters. I quite like Eric on it. He's quite funny. But it's just a bit annoying when they're all like that. It's like, come on. Of all the people you meet in a day, how many of them fit in that bracket? It's going to be a small percentage. It's not going to be 90% of the people, is it? Well, not where I live anyway. Just feels forced down your neck at times. Not natural to the storyline. I feel like Ruby's hard done by now. Two bars to go. Huss, huss. Time we're on 12 minutes past 4. Gives us loads of time to do stuff tonight, doesn't it? In terms of, I don't know, I think I'll level the Warlock. That should be more my priority over doing Battlegrounds on either that or on the 60 Rogue. Because then we're good to go. As soon as TBC comes out, we can boom, straight away start leveling the Warlock on this account. This channel, sorry, not this account. I called it Kasplat. I couldn't think of a name. And I don't know why, I just called it that. It's random, I know. I thought it was funny. It isn't really that funny. Roll the dice once or twice. Could it be something nice? Right, I need to pick up spiders. I hate it when they can throw through stuff like that. Let's say if it's a pillager or something like that, just blows you up. Alright. You just ignore walls then, do you? When yesterday my mate was on about like, what am I going to play in Wrath once that come out? It's like, Jesus, DVC's not even properly out yet. He knows what I'm going to play. Obviously Death Knight. But even if I didn't play Death Knight, I just love Wrath so much more in terms of I can play classes so much better and have so much more fun in Wrath than I do in all the other ones. Again, I don't like the fact that we've got another island to go to and it splits the player base up even more. But the classes are just unreal in Wrath. And it just makes other things better. I actually didn't thought, I wonder this time too, will they give Dungeon Finder from the very start? Whereas last time, during Classic, they decided to leave it to the end. Which was ridiculous, in my opinion, doing that. I think they knew they'd made a mistake by doing that as well. When they had that group finder one, not the random dungeon finder. Loads of people wanted it. Actually, yeah, massively put me off. Because I used that tool loads later on. I took a break from the game. And then when I came back doing all those like Gamma Protocol ones, I enjoyed that. For a person who doesn't raid, so it still gave me a chance to get gear. I can't remember how much PvP I did. I remember being at Wintergrasp a fair bit, so I must have done a lot. I was doing arena at one point, but the lad I was doing it with said he didn't like arena. It was more that he just didn't like losing. But part and parcel, isn't it? Not going to win every one. The good thing about arena is they don't take long. So even if you lose, it's not like a battleground where you spend ages in it. Easy come, easy go. Six. Oh no, I was going to... 6, 7. Still don't know why people find that funny. What's going on with queues? Oh, average wait time 9 minutes. Fair enough then. We'll let them off. I thought I was meant to stun him. Oh no, I had to tell my crit. Used to though, didn't it? I'm sure it did. I'm probably going back a fair bit with that though. Oh my god, look at the state of this thing. Whee! Like something from some sort of like cartoon Peter Pan Robin Hood thing. I'm looking for, is that one there? Yeah. Why does it not work? Oh, that's annoying. Where art thou? I can't see one. There's one. I think that's all of them. Yep, right back down. We'll get another little ding. Hopefully a little item or two would be lovely. There we go. 53. What's this one? Haste increased by 10% while stealth, and with 20 seconds after breaking stealth. I don't actually stealth that much, surprisingly, for a rogue. Military damage is increased by an additional 5% per missing target. Per missing target below its maximum. Right, okay. Charge your target and your blades with your blades out. That's an interesting one. Not heard of that before. Right, come off this. Like a charge. Well, it is. It's a blade rush.
Be quick about your business. Victory for
So
Silver.
let's have a little look at it, shall we?
Embrace the shadow.
Bye bye now. Stay away from the voodoo.
Stay away from the voodoo. That guy from Diablo. The Angel. Tyrell. Oh, get off. Uh-oh. I take some damage now, don't I? Oh, don't I get health from slice and dice? I'll use that. So try this. Interesting little move. No, you will not shrink me, mon ami. Can still tell I've got that cold, can't you? My voice doesn't sound right. Don't feel as bad as I did, though. I'm going to see how I am tomorrow and see if I can do cardio. We'll see in the morning, though, won't we? I'd like to take my gloves with me and see if I can go on the punch bag. Still can't use my right hand. That's been ages. I mean, it feels somewhat better, but I can tell there's no way I can hit the bag with it. It would just go back to square one. Plus, slice and dice lasts quite a while once you've got full charges of it. Numbing poison. I haven't even got poisons on, have I? Keep forgetting that. Oof. Average wait time 7 minutes. Time in the queue 9.5. Yep, seems about right. I wonder how many people do World PvP on this. I still haven't checked that. I keep forgetting. I am intrigued to see if it is actually a thing in retail. I would guess at no. But that's not really based on a lot. Someone commented, I didn't see it until today. Someone put on one of my videos about it being an AI script. And I was thinking, you cheeky cunt. I put a lot of effort into them scripts. Sorry, those scripts. You would have thought by the language that I use, you could tell that it's me that does it. But guess not. Everything gets accused of AI these days. I'm looking for those vessels of tainted blood. What's that one? Is it higher up? There's one. Give you a little sap, I'll move that there. Didn't mean to do that other one. Ah. Not as easy to kill stuff now, is it? Whee! Will pop up on it when I'm about to get that. I wonder how long we can sap stuff for. Kill him then! Jesus. Blackrock Caverns? Of course it's not Blackrock Caverns, you idiot. Bloodmaul Slag Mines. What have we got as tank then? Orc Warrior. So hopefully we get an item or two. And what else we got? That looks like it would be a mage, yeah. Fire mage, balanced druid. So ranged ones then. Whee! I can do that as well. I can do a little charge. Who'd have thought it on a rogue, eh? He's got one of those who goes on a big mad mission, is he? 9-second stun? It's a bit extreme, innit? Just wait here then, I suppose. Look at all those running out on fire. What level are we now? 50? What? If they're 53, we must be. No? I guessed that wrong. We're 54. This is one of those dungeons where I don't really have much feeling on it. I wouldn't exactly get it and think, oh, nice one. Or I wouldn't get it and think, oh, no. You're not going to go down there, no? Huh? Do I? That's not the boss, is it? No. Wonder what doing these dungeons is going to be like come Wednesday, easier or harder, if they've actually got the scaling right. A lot of the time they don't seem to get things perfect like that, and it'll either like be crazy hard or mentally easy. Even though they have these things to test for obviously ages before they come out, they just never seem to get it right. We shall see though, won't we? We shall see. Feared. I'm more interested to see that they're leveling and the gearing, to see how that is more than the dungeons, to see how it jumps up in stats wise, or is it like I'm hoping an incremental increase in stats and not just like from 23 to 120 and then to 500 once you hit that certain bracket. Forge Master Gogdur. Odd little name. Have I got no rupture anymore? Like any damage over time ones? I am Rock Slide. Hello, Rock Slide. How are you? There seems to be a lot of messing around, doesn't it, from one to the next. Magmolatus. Normally these bosses go down in seconds. This is a turn up for the books. What am I doing? I'm talking for 20% increased critical strike chance. 5,931 badges. I never spend those really. Occasionally once we get to like 70 I got the odd bit of gear, didn't I, on some of the other ones, but other than that, so I'll just leave them. How much money we got? 661,000. I always have around about that. Never really goes up by much or down by too much. I don't spend it on anything. Just transmog, that's it. I did at one point start spending stuff on housing, but I haven't done that for ages. I'll probably wait for midnight to come out until I start cracking on with things like that. I'm not too fussed at the moment. I'm not that fussed in general, truth be told. I think it's a good system, just not that bothered. What's that? Is that his pet? Arcane Phoenix? He even got a hunter, so it can't be. What was that from then? I guess we'll never know. Right, we'll use that thingy one. Killing spree. Quite a lot of people about. It's a good little move that as well. I liked how it used to be. That was such a good move. You used to fly in and out of them. If you had good gear, you could kill someone with just that. It's like when Bladestorm, when that first came out, and that was mental as well. As soon as you seen someone doing that, you thought, oh shit, best stay away from them. Shoot him. I forgot about that thingy button. The one button macro. Good. To be fair, I shouldn't be using it because I'll become reliant on it, so I won't bother. It was handy for the Death Knight though. Didn't know what I was doing half the time. Why I was pressing those certain unholy moves, and when was the right time to make things, festering things explode and what have you. Ice, not ice. Frost is much better. Find it easier. There's no Wrath Blood though. That was my favourite spec. We're on the dice again. Maybe a little sneaky killing. Oh no, we'll do between the eyes first, and then we'll do a killing spree. For some reason, I watched a trailer the other day. I don't know why it came into my head. The film Uncle Buck from years ago with John Candy. So I say that was the other day. I think it was actually before Christmas. I've managed to kick every one of those ferocious yells so far. Nope, no gear from you. Right, well, we've got two more. Are we going to get something from you or you? Do I move quicker like that? Mental that. Move quicker in stealth. Doesn't make sense really. Alright. We could have avoided them, but if you don't want to, we don't have to. I was just giving you the option. I've been a bit lazy the last 2 days in terms of how much time I've spent editing. Yesterday I said I did work on that video, but nowhere near as much as I have been. And today I haven't touched it for 1 minute. I'll have to do some at some point. I know I've got like 5 weeks or so until that video would have to be out. I've got videos planned for the next 4 weeks, like every Friday for the next 4 weeks' time. It's sort of not the point. I should still be grafting every day. I know it's not, I'm not actually making money from it, but still, just a good practice to be in. Granted, I am somewhat frustrated that after that one it got 54k or whatever it's on now, it obviously every day it keeps getting obviously higher. I was hoping the next 2 would do much better. And the one straight after got only like 1.6, and then this one at the moment is only at like 200. Obviously this one just came out Friday, so it will get more, but I don't think it's going to get loads. Thing is, I actually quite like both those videos as well. I thought the Warband one was a good topic, which I've never seen anyone else to chat about, and I thought the retail versus midnight versus TBC was actually quite well done in terms of helping people decide between. So disappointed. I won't cry though, don't worry. I will get over it.
It will be a pleasure to break you.
Three, 4 bars. So we'll get 2 levels from this. And probably 2 levels and we'll be like 3 or 4 bars in. We always seem to get 2 levels once we finish the random. We do. I was going to say, I think I'm the only one that's actually stood behind them when they did that, but they're ranged, aren't they, so shouldn't have really mattered.
I break your spirit, then I sell your future.
Your hands break free tonight. What's that one do? I always think that range have it easier on boss fights. They never seem to have to move as much, like for all this stuff.
You will be slaves to the slag. The elements hear me and obey.
Keep that. Fucking hell. Move the twat. I can't do anything there.
You will never be.
Bring the shimmering. Right, okay. 2 levels. Ambush, Sinister Strike, and Dispatch have a 15% to grant you a roll. The Bones, Combat Husband, you do not already have. Right, okay. Go with that, sounds alright. And then After consuming a supercharged combo sight, your next also strikes the target with an echoing reprimand. Well then. What have we got in this bag? That's somewhat better, isn't it? Crossbow. Can I even use a crossbow? No. That was good, damn, wasn't it? My Wrath of the Lich King top. I was just wondering then where we were about to come out. What do we need? 4 more. I never really seem to be finding these. There's one. 2. Where are the people? That's the new one I've just got. I think that's for paying for 6 months game time, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. I literally just got it before I started. It was in my little pet thing, I had to unwrap it. I actually don't mind it. Suits this character, I think. Any up here? We need these later on. There's one there. Keep my eye on that one. Four. One more. Is that one? Certainly is. You certainly are. Right, let's go and hand these in then. Ah, not on this thing. It's more like something like Star Wars. And then we'll get to 57. Yeah, buddy.
Dark Lady watch over you. Beware. Our enemy.
We've not let those upgrade for a while. What am I doing? When I've upgraded, when I've got a new item. Whoops, I was meant to log off that. There we go, get off.
How you doing, man? Bye bye now.
Right, leave that there for
Stay
today, I
away
think.
from the voodoo.
I did say I was going to be doing this every day, but yesterday, for whatever reason, I just didn't. Tomorrow I should, though. I'll probably get a matcha in the morning. My coffee. And do one while I sup that, I reckon. Sounds like a good plan. After this evening, I'm going to read for a bit, actually. And then I'll go on TBC. And then hopefully do at least something of the Alliance video. I mean, I don't even need to do that much. Just chip away at it. Right, there we go. If anyone got this far, fair play. And enjoy, I was going to say the rest of your weekend, but enjoy the week coming.